got one more, another play that actually is based on a poem, sort of like a Diaries did, but this is a series of skits called Pocketbook Diaries. And that's the name of the poem is the Pocketbook Diary by Eugene Brown. So we set up the last one. So this, what these are in theater terms, these are called cold readings. So a lot of times the actors don't even get the script until that day. Sometimes they get it in advance, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they get a chance to rehearse, sometimes they don't. But these are considered cold readings that we're doing. And sometimes they never even know each other until they come and sit at the table. That happens. So this explain it's a poem, then there's a skit, then there's a poem, then a skit. So it's like a skit is kind of follows the poem, kind of based on whatever the poem is about. So Eugene here wrote a Pocketbook Diary dedicated to his wife. That's the story's wrong, messed up again? All right. Not dedicated to his wife, women's bags. He talked about women's bags. So this piece, this real farce comedy skits will remind you a little bit kind of like Saturday Night Live, I guess a little bit too, in mind. But I just took a bunch of different ideas based on some of the poetry that he wrote. Okay? You guys are ready? No? Hello? You ready, guys? I'm gonna let you know each skit who reads what. So don't get freaked out. Yeah, I'll call it. Don't get That's so professional and all. It's the union and all. These union actors. I want to hear from my videographer over here because he's been with us from the beginning. That's great. If you ever need a video done, he's a really good person to do it. He works for vegan apple pies. Oh, by the way, it's holiday time, so I do make vegan apple pies as well as vegan sweet potato pies. So some people in here have experienced them, and I must say that they're doing very well. This is that time of year. If you want a pie, let me know. They're freshly baked, hot off the press, from my little easy bake oven. Just a little plug. But this is called a Pocketbook Diary series. I wrote the stories and dialogue, and Eugene wrote all the poetry that's inside. Okay, you start.
The jungle, the black hole, the Bermuda Triangle, finds a woman's pocketbook. A woman can look but never find some things she puts in there. Many things are lost forever, so never give a woman something of value to hold in that black hole. Especially doves, they'll surely lose it, like a ship sailing through the Bermuda Triangle. never to be heard from again. A woman's pocketbook is a bad omen. Even though some things are found, most things are lost. So be wise and be advised. Do not give a woman anything to hold in her pocketbook. It will become lost in that jungle of junk, in that black hole of nothingness. In the Bermuda Triangle, it will become entangled, never to be seen or heard from again. The jungle, the black hole, the Bermuda Triangle, a woman's pocketbook.
This is the poetry. This is the pocketbook stories. The first scene, the black hole, featuring all four women comparing their pocketbooks to a jungle and a Bermuda Triangle.
Movie number 3. Yeah.
Three women sitting in a waiting area, then enters another woman. Looks at a seat.
Excuse me, take it.
Shakes her head.
Not at all.
Thank you.
Woman 2 nods. Looks around. Begins to look in her bag.
Anyone have a mint or tongue?
Rubs her stomach.
I think I do.
Rummage through her bag. I have some tongues. Rummage through her bag.
I think I used my last one.
Rummage through her bag.
Hey, where did you get that bag from?
This whole thing, my great-great-granny passed it down to her daughter, who passed it down to her daughter, who passed it down to my mom, who passed it down to me.
Jumps in the bag. Shaking her head.
That's history.
How about a half-eaten lollipop? My kid didn't finish last week, and I thought I saved it just in case she started crying again.
How about this healing oil that I got on my last holistic retreat? You can rub it on the areas that ache. Digs in her bag.
I think I went on a retreat last year.
Pulls out an altar.
We had a great meal and massaged her.
I must have at least one.
Pulls out a tea kettle.
If I can find a tea bag, we can make some.
Throws it in her bag.
That might be possible.
I got some sugar packets in here somewhere.
Digging in her bag. I like honey. Digging in her bag. I thought I saw some packages in here. Pulling it out.
I have some plastic spoons from my last trip up the street at the cafe.
Rummaging.
My husband said I really should clean this bag out, but I never had time. Mine's called my pocketbook, the black hole. It goes on forever.
I heard that before. Still, it serves a purpose. You are always prepared.
My mate said she didn't want me ever near, she don't want to be ever near my pocketbook. It reminds her of the Bermuda Triangle. Totally forbidden territory.
Woman 2 jumps up.
Your loved ones have no love for our pride and joy.
They cheer.
Where would we be without our bags?
They cheer again. The world is in here. No, really, the world is in here.
And more. Listen, I think we should form a club.
Name it. The black hole.
Enter if you must.
Yes.
But if you dare, you will be swimming in the Bermuda Triangle.
I love it.
Count me in 3 times. Me too. Hey, I feel so liberated that my stomach isn't aching.
Far out. Let's celebrate.
Where to? Macy's. Here. I have 2-for-1 pocketbook sale.
Pulls out a paper. Hurry, while the supplies last.
I have coupons.
I have some movie passes over here. I have a discount card for Red Lobster.
Morning, I'm down in my Uber.
Good thing I brought this bag. I have some change of clothes.
The old women continue to go back and forth as the scene fades to black. Scene 2. The retail dilemma.
Why do pocketbooks come in so many sizes? Because ladies and some guys use them for different things. Like at a restaurant, she takes the largest one she has for the snacks, entrees, appetizers, they put in and take home. Especially at one of those all-you-can-eat joints. Your mom or aunt used to go to town on a shopping spree. The more the better she can stuff in there. The good she can stuff with a whole meal. The bad, one of those sweet desserts. like pie or pudding that drips all over in that black hole. Mess all over her hands when she gets home. Department store, a small bag would do because the lady needs more arm space to carry all those bags from all those purchases. Clothes, shoes, jewelry, pure perfume. Convenience store should be the smallest bag, but I think a lady carries a larger one on purpose so she can get the joy of holding up the line, digging, trying to find the ticket, change, or anything you know, digging for. How convenient is that? Car dealership, she may have that classic bag that says class of money. The salesman will present the best deal to you from the look of your pocketbook. Who says size doesn't matter, ladies?
In this scene, if we were to do it, it would be 4 women at different checkout lines, long lines due to the size of their pocketbooks and items in it, so they got to play out what was just said. And it's done without dialogue, just a lot of activity. Scene 3, poem 3. And the Bible says,
the old versus the new. Betty Rubble's pebble-sized Rockwell bag versus the new Don't Shake About the bag, which can range from $800 to $5,000. No wonder today's man has to work 2 jobs. Bags from yesteryear, the Betty Rubble special used to carry stones. Some said they used to make stone soup. While today's expensive Chanel round chain bag is used by Rihanna at the Grammy Awards red carpet event. The old versus the new, old school versus new school. The cheap pocketbook with rocks was used by David to defeat Goliath. The expensive was used to dazzle and flaunt, leaving your mouth wide open in disbelief, making a common man or woman say, "Take that crap bag where you got it." $1,000, you must think I fell off a turnip truck.
the pocketbook of the 20th century versus the pocketbooks of the 21st century. The pocketbook convention is a setting and sounds of a huge crowd as a chairperson steps up to the podium.
Thank you all for joining us today on our 55th annual Pocketbook Convention. Yes, we are extremely excited about this year's speaker. I'm just as excited as you are, and we have so much to share as well as this delightful meal that has been so lovely prepared. Well, without any further ado, ladies and gents, give a warm round of applause to Miss 2-time winner of the Fanny Bag Award and New York Times bestseller, Mama Got a Brand New Bag Girl. So, let's stand to our feet for Miss Penny Dollars.
Mrs. Madame Chairperson, girl, mwah. And thank you for the lovely limo pickup from my chateau, as well as his shirtless driver.
I didn't send a shirtless driver.
Well, he was by the time he arrived here. What a chest. The queen was totally captured.
Chairperson clears their throat.
Sorry, darlings. I am more than happy to be here and more honored to represent something that holds close to me. And why would it? We love our accessories, right? We need to be ready for anything. Our life changes moment by moment, doesn't it? Well, I know I speak for all when I say, what is a woman to do without her accessories? Yes, yes, and yes! There's always a need to impress. Look your best and shame the rest.
Just across the floor.
Makeover after a long streamy day and you have been at your disposal. Really, who has time to run home between appointments or whatever? Life goes at you. Just check your handy helper, your most reliable access. The one thing that never failed us, our bags, our survival kits, our salvation. wanted to give out a signed copy of my new book, Science Matters in a Bad Way. And you all have been such a fantabulous audience. Remember, handbags matter.
Yes! Handbags matter! Let's hear it one more time from Miss Penny Dollar. Thank you. And I'm personally looking forward to reading your latest book, Face Out to Black.
Scene 4, the banana hymn of the Republic.
How the woman pocketbook won the war. In the alley, in class, and on the battlefield. Elderly woman going down a dark alley, being accosted by a young punk. The mother becomes the monkey. The tune 999 999 like banana splits play in the background. Of course, Edith, the elderly woman, has habit, carries a brick in her jungle. Uses it on Darren the punk, causes him to flee. You have a case of Mary who attends a martial arts class. She's at the bottom of the class until she uses her pocketbook to separate the brick in class. With a chop and a swing of her pocketbook, the brick loses and Mary earns her black belt after double teaming the brick in class. World War I, Sergeant York captured 1,000 Germans with only 7 men, but recaptured 1,000 pocketbooks were never told until now. The Germans had them stolen away in bunkers during World War I. Sergeant York, with his sharp shooting skill and common sense, knew the pocketbook were hidden in duffel bags in the bunkers of the Germans. Yes, those duffel bags can carry almost as much as a woman's pocketbook. Finally, those pocketbook wars, known as the 100-Year War, between France and England, how a peasant girl named Joan, who became canonized as Joan of Arc after leading the French to victory over England, or the recapture of precious designer bags, and was crowned Queen of Freedom and the liberator of designer bags.
This scene is played out with called the Banana Hymn of the Republic. The music of the Battle Hymn of the Republic is sung by 3 to 4 males and choir boys. This is a pantomime scene that includes 4 different scenes happening at the same time. A woman in a martial arts class, a woman about to be mugged for her bag, a woman in the reserves, and an exercise instructor. Once they hear the chorus, they each stop, try to ignore it, but struggles with what they are doing, and then runs for the basement stair. So it's a play on words and song. It goes with the Battle of the Republic, but we can move on. Scene 5. This is poem number 5, the Grand Slam.
Why can't we have a pocketbook marathon for ladies and a few gents who are attached to their purse? Transport as much stuff as you can carry in your bag of choice. As you walk, jog, or run your marathon of fun. You're judged on time and volume of junk. You love it going away to the finish line. The winner will receive the golden limitless bottom pocketbook. At the gym, I see many pocketbooks as gym bags and fanny packs being shown off or working out. The new fashion craze. The personal trainer even says, push the purse till it hurts. The pocketbook is an excellent substitute for the barbells. Especially works well for curls, matching curls the ladies wear in their head. The curl and the curler go hand in hand, or should I say hand in head. Those heavy bags are great for deadlift prevention. For those folks who aren't into the weights, you can have the march for the curl of boredom, not having enough snacks. So during the march, you load the pocketbook with snacks to determine how many snacks you can carry in your bag of choice. Like Gucci or Gucci's first cousin, the knockoff, Gucci called the Moochie. Those who constantly get the munchies and mooch off some unsuspecting victim to feed their habits. The snackers must have their snack no matter what. They man corners with their Moochie bag on their shoulders, cup in hand, saying, can you spare a snack? Candy, popcorn, chips, maybe even some dip. Any snack I can stuff in my Moochie bag would be truly appreciated.
A Day at the Ritz, a woman, and this is also a pantomime, a woman enters the movie hours with a small bag, pays her way in and interacts briefly with the concession person and ticket taker. She looks at the different choices of the films, then sits her bag on the floor. All of her children, 7 to 8 little people, comes out,
And one by one, they enter the different theaters. Scene 6, home number 6, Airport 2019.
We have all the presidential candidates traveling to different cities, campaigning for the office of president, sporting their different styles of pocketbooks and man bags. Kristen Julebrand, lawyer, has a fondness for the Medicare Universal and paid family leave bag, which is very affordable. Good old Joe Biden, who is one of the front runners, carries a bag that has a long record of public service that the Obamas favor. Elizabeth Warren, who is at the top of the front runners, carries a small universal child's care bag. Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota carries a bipartisan purple rain bag with the male-female symbol on the outside with white doves. California-bred Kamala Harris passes through the airport with a solid progressive bag. Bernie Sanders, no relation to Colonel Sanders, even though they could pass for identical twins, carry a man bag with health care for all, so all you call the grumpy old man bag. Julian Castro from San Francisco carries a Cuban-style bag with a Cuban sandwich and a chihuahua hidden inside. Pete Buttigieg has a coming-out bag with Billy Porter strutting across the airport. What? Not twice, but 3 times. Finally, we have Cory Booker out of Jersey, brings back the 60s style bag. No frills man bag with heavy theme of I love everybody. Presidential candidate, no matter their politics, needs a dependable bag in their life.
Airport 2019.
The rep will be you, and Tanae will be
This setting is the lobby of any airport. The sound of the crowd and announcements are heard as a woman steps up to the representative.
May I see your ticket, please?
Shows ticket.
I am just checking this one bag.
Puts bag on counter.
Thank you. Enjoy your flight.
Thank you.
Walks to the next area.
You can step through.
Looks at screen.
I think you have some items here that we must dispose.
Really?
Second rep begins to pull out all kinds of items from her bag: lotion, mouthwash, bulk, toilet paper, humidifier, an 18-inch fan, golf glove, vanity ninja fruit basket, salad cutter, microwave, and espresso machine.
Madam!
These overnights can be tough. You are lucky I wasn't doing the entire weekend.
Scene 7, lights, camera, Gucci bag.
Lady with the cute Gucci bag. That lady must be a magician, for she sure has that magic touch. A woman can pull just about anything out of her pocketbook. Hocus pocus, Alakazam, candy coffee tea, bandages for a little boo-boo, or a pair of designer shoes. Whatever you need, she'll come to the rescue. Lights, camera, Gucci bags. She's on center stage. She's the rage. A person, place, or thing, that Gucci bag and carry it all. Of course, that lady must be a magician, for she sure has that magic touch.
A female vet entertaining some children and brings her a cute Gucci bag. As she places the bag on the table, she pulls out some cards from the bag. Each card will say a sound, like an animal makes. Then she goes into her bag and pulls out a butterfly, a turtle, a hamster, a dog, a cat, a bird, a snake, a rabbit, until the last card, which will say roar, and everyone quickly leaves the room. Scene 8, home 8, the family reunion.
The Barkers are the Hatfields who believe if it's not expensive, it's worthless. The Titans are the McCoys who believe the cheaper the better value. Rob Barker, who is heir to the Bob Barker The Price is Right fortune, and his wife Gladys run this fancy empire made by made by brand name manufacturers like Da Vinci, Hermes, Bois, Gucci's, and others. Values range from 1,000 to 3.8 mil. Millions have been paid for the most exclusive bags. Brutus Titan and his wife Bernadette had lower class shopping bags as their bag of choice, so they catered to the five and dime. They were all invited to join the family reunion and sat on opposite sides of the table, just staring each other down. Rob starts off with, "Our bags are made from the finest material." Brutus says, "That may be so, but our shopping bags are more valuable." Rob, "Our bags appreciate." Brutus, "Our bags carry more for your buck." Rob, "Our bags look better." Brutus, "Our bags are reusable." Gladys says, "Everyone says I look good. So good with my Da Vinci bag on my arm." Bernadette says, "I carry more junk in my shopping bag and can shop all day using the same bag." On and on it goes, each side going grenades back and forth across the picnic tables. But they all came to an agreement. They couldn't exist without their bag, no matter the value. The Hatfields, the Barkers, the McCoys Titan agreed on something. It must be the coming of a lunar eclipse or the end of the world that we know it.
The family reunion, the battle of the Hatfields and McCoys is the theme of the skit. A sea of t-shirts of the family Barkers are seated at one side of the table and the other side the Titan. The Barkers are higher class as they think and carry the best pocketbooks, handbags they are. And the Titans are considered lower class. Shopping bags are their thing. And of course, the battle of the bigger bag is on. That's all done pantomime as well. C9, poem number 9.
Vote for me and I'll set you free. That's one of the promises you get from politicians. But how many are true to his or her word? Very few. So if you get a drifter who is true to his agenda, like Harry Hippie, you tend to listen. Even though he's a drifter, he's a man of his word. So we listen to some of the sweetest quotes ever heard. He carries a drifter bag made of stats and facts. He's a rolling stone, but the truth is what he has shown. So vote for Harry Hippie for his agenda of hope and truth. But he's different. But he's rocking a bad drifter's bag.
Okay, and Tanea, you do the politician, and Donna, you'll do 1 and 3 in the press. Corey, you'll do 2 and 4.
Vote for me. People gather in as a crowd noise is heard, and as everyone settles down, the politician enters and walks up to the podium.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, you heard it right. I am accepting the nomination of President of the United States.
Crowd noise, yay!
Yes, this isn't going to be an easy job whatsoever. I am very aware of that. The days are very long, very little time off, lots of meetings. The salary is just okay. However, you do get to travel quite a bit and live in a rent-free space for at least 4 years with amenities. The biggest dilemma for me, and I'm sure you are thinking the same, how to bring out some of these plain-looking clothes with the right pocketbook. Who wears paisley anymore? But as your leadership, I will do my best, I am sure. I should take a few questions from the press.
Point to someone.
Yes.
Daily Newsy here. Congratulations on the nomination. For your first State of the Union appearance, what particular pocketbook would really be appropriate for such a national event?
Caps and pudding.
That's a toughie. I would have to think about that one because you can't just walk up in there and wear whatever and not have your bag flowing. You know what I'm saying?
Point to the next person.
Chronicle kiosk. Is there a particular designer you will probably stay away from once you are in office?
Yes. I realized a while ago that DK would not work for me during my term, especially if I'm going to run for the second term. Not durable at all, just not.
Point to the next one.
Timeless magazine. What type of pocketbook would go with that decor of Air Force One?
I am glad you asked that because my publicist and I were just discussing the same question in the green room. I am really ready for changing the entire color of Air Force One to match some of my expensive footwear.
Press 4, waving hand.
Excuse me.
Politician points to the press person.
I thought we were here to discuss some very serious concerns of people and letting them know your place for our country. This is some serious business and these questions are quiet. I have to say, shallow.
Thank you for that remark. I guess we did possibly stray from the more serious issues. Forgive me all.
Looks at floor.
I do have one thing to say to you. Where can I get that bag from? Because you can put your whole equipment in there.
Step away from the podium, everyone gathers around a very confused press person. C10, the marketing exchange.
They don't care as long as they get paid for products like undergarments or Obey. No purse, the lady's gonna curse. So don't hesitate and be late. Relatives are forbidden because you'll take one step ahead and you'll take 2 steps behind. Purses are lingering treasures. Can't get enough, can't let them go. If you're dissatisfied with our service, you're out of luck. When you come looking for us, we will have changed our name and moved to another state. We're called a marketing exchange. We do not exchange. Once the cash is taken in, it's put in that legendary pocketbook called the black hole. It goes in but never comes out.
The marketing exchange. Crowd noise begins to diminish as the host enters. Don, the host.
Hello, lovelies, and welcome. Welcome to the show of all shows, where it's all about the bags. And that's the name of this show, my darlings. It's all about the bags. We're shopping for the right accessories. Are a girl's true best BFF. I'm your host, Rocky Rhodes, and I'm going to help you decide which pocketbook looks good with that outfit, that day, that mood, those shoes, and that special someone. We are hitting all the one-liners when it comes to our purses. My motto is, no purse, I'm gonna curse. Let's see what's on our list for today's show. We have our top onliners, Obey, Crane Hist, and Undergarms. My favorite shopping resource for sure. Feel free to call in and don't hesitate to call that number on the screen. Hey, that's my cell number. Change that, please. Thank you. Don't ever hire your first cousin. We are taking calls though, but while we are waiting for Cousin Merle to fix her little mistakey poo, let's take some questions from the audience.
Walk over to the audience area. Today, take number 1.
Hi, Miss Rose. First of all, I want to say that I am a huge fan.
Of course.
And I just wanted to know when you should let go of your favorite pocketbook, the one that has been there for you through thick and thin, with your first date, breakup, supplied the most tissues during that classic Terry film, the one that has knocked out that crazy mother, long trips, extra storage room.
Place his head on his shoulder.
There, my dear, I totally understand.
Pulls out a box of tissues.
Maybe we should look further into this off air.
Blows nose.
Thank you, Miss Rose. I would appreciate it.
Right.
Looks over at her tech person.
Oh, looks like my bumbling cousin has things in order now. Check out the number on the screen, darlings. Let's take a call or two, shall we?
Number 2.
Hello, you're on the air with Rocky Rhodes. It's all about the bag.
Am I on air?
Hello.
This is Megan. Megan Georgia. I recently bought a pocketbook from one of the online thingy.
One step. Who was first?
These persons.
Hello.
Oh, you do. Hello, hello.
Hi, my darling, you are on. It's all about the bag.
Am I on air?
Yes, darling, and who do I have the pleasure of talking to?
Well, this is Megan, Georgia. I recently bought a pocketbook from online thingy, Obey, and I was truly surprised on the condition of the bag that was delivered to my home.
Mr. Georgia, that's not a question for me or this show. You need to contact them directly.
I can't get anyone. I figured you could let them know since you are the sponsor.
Well, that's true, but that's a whole other issue.
They charged me for shipping and handling, and I was told I spent more than $100, they will ship it for free.
We have to go to commercial, but feel free to contact the number that came with your package.
Wasn't any.
Hang up the phone.
Singles of the phone.
Oops, looks like we lost that call. I'm sure that she will get everything straightened out. I want to show off this particular bag before we really go to commercial because it matches my jacuzzi.
Let's towards 10.
Okay, when we return and our surprise guest will be popping out of one of those gigantic economy-size pocketbooks that we recently purchased from Craig Fisk. A must-see. Stay tuned.
Applause, applause, applause. Thank you, Brad.
No matter what era, a woman's pocketbook remains a mystery. You lose some, you find some. But nothing is certain when it comes to a woman's pocketbook.
The Really? Can you erase that? No, I'm just kidding. Questions, comments? Well, the poet and I guess we kind of collaborated on this project. We actually started writing this piece like it's about 3-4 years old. And it's been updated and, revised, etc. many times. So this is the first time it's been put out there. So any comments for the original writer, I would say? And his crazy sense of humor.
It kind of has a feel like the, you might not agree, but like just the energy and the humor, like the color of these things.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I've seen that.
The humor of it and everything, and dealing with like stereotypes and all that.
Yeah.
Stereotype of the sex, like, oh, I love it. It's so funny. It's so funny. I love it.
That's the same thing. I would say the same thing when I read the script, because we just got it like a week. But when I read it, it's brilliant for both of you guys. I'm telling y'all. It's like it reminds me of the ancestors. Like your mom, it's like your mom. We all know our parents and our grandparents had those pocketbooks. And you could find anything in their pockets.
Especially in
you got something your president. Yeah, like no.
Like that.
And then when I be at work, the girls are big like.
Will be in there.
Yeah, so this is a perfect.
Even some of the symbols will be in there. Yes. Any other comments? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is the last one is tea. So we enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. Do you have anything to say, Terry? Thank you, Terry Shopping. That's our community arts partners.
Just come back, we do jazz every the first Tuesday of the month, and we do jazz on the second Friday of the month, and we're really bad at keeping up with it. So, good luck. We do our best, and it's really 2 part-timers run this building, and whatever goes here, on here, so we're kind of stressed, but please come back, please support us, and
Thank you. Thank you, vendors. Thank you, guests. Thank you for taking time out from Lion King and some of you came from the Motown one and Broadway, yes.